So once again, we want to welcome you. We would encourage you to look at your power plants in two different ways. Number one is to do embedded generation, smaller power plants. So many people come, they want to do gigantic power plants. That's wonderful, but it takes a lot of years to develop that, and even to wrap up the financials and do all the EIAs and what have you. But you can begin with embedded power generation. You can talk with some of our discos, and then you can sell power to them directly. And then while beginning with that, you also have plans to do the larger coal power plants, because we're going to have to do that eventually. And we will assist with regard to getting the power purchase agreement when that time comes, and also with regard to licensing as well. We'll try to facilitate, these are agencies working with the power sector, but at least chipping in a word and knowing that there is an understanding, a memorandum of understanding between the federal government and your company will make things a lot easier over there. So once again, I want to say a big thank you. Don't hesitate to call me or members of my team. I believe you have my number, and whenever you think you need us to play an advocacy role to quicken things, be very sure to call, and we'll be very glad to do that. And I want to appreciate the Director Legal for working hard to make sure that they don't have to, we could get all this done, because we had a meeting with you last week, and I'm happy that this week we're able to sign this. Once again, thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, all the best. Godspeed. As you go, Godspeed.
Thank you.
We'll keep in touch.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Power for the federal government. Can you tell us a little bit about the project? Understanding,
I can tell you that we've been exploring several different ways to utilize coal. And we've been exploring several ways to create power in Nigeria. And we've looked at many different avenues, and coal is one of the avenues that we've been most impressed in reference to the potential returns and potential generation of power. Exactly what we're going to utilize to create power, that's going to depend on the economics. We look to have embedded power, as the minister just mentioned, where we go directly to the discos, go directly to industry, and we look to also create larger power plants as well. So we are looking at all opportunities. We would like to place the plant exactly where we get the coal from. So one of the critical pieces is if we are getting coal in Enugu, to site the plant in Enugu. It's very important because it cuts down on travel costs of moving the product and being able to basically take it and utilize it.
So what you're saying is, as of now, you have not gotten a particular place where you want to site?
Not as of now.
So
we're exploring those different sites, best site for utilizing of the coal. Different coal comes in different quantities and different qualities. So we're looking at and exploring all of those different places and options.
So how many megawatt are you supposed to start with?
We may start with as small as 4 megawatts, and we are looking to grow it as much as 2,000.
Okay.
Power quickly. I think many times different investors come and they have great goals and dreams, but it takes a long time, especially with greenfield projects similar to this. My goal is to create a increasingly successive plan of increasing power over time. So in 6 months we'll have some power. In another 5 months after that we'll have even more power. You have to build, it's building blocks. You don't just generate a bunch of power all at once because you have hiccups and you need to be able to work out those things as you go along.
What's your issue of it?
We plan on everyone that is local to be working. We have, of course, a lot of technical individuals that we plan to bring to bear to train, to give resource, but our goal is to train and have our plants run by Nigerians and all of the local individuals being very much a part of what we do, from the trucking to plant management to security. So we definitely feel and want that to take place. I have a team of individuals that are ready to come over to help train, to help lend their skill sets, but they also want to go back.
Yes.
So we look for individuals that want to be here in Nigeria that will be able to carry it forward.
Yes.
Well, I mean, generally I can't give you exactly how much 4 megawatts is going to cost because economies of scale make things cheaper. So our first 4 megawatts won't be the same cost as our 4 megawatts 2 years from now.
Yes.
So you can't really give a price to that. What I can tell you is we're looking at an investment of in excess of $2 billion US.